Could you give the definition of carpetbagger to me?
You have 1 minute.
Is this a Mary Poppins question? So yes, I have moved into the 4th district. My boys and I needed a fresh start. That's been very public of what the home life looked like. And I'm sorry to bring that up. I've tried to put it into a very pretty package and bring my ex-husband lots of honor. But since there is nothing private about my personal life, it is out there. And my boys need some freedom from what has been going on, and this move is the right move for me and for them.
Even though Representative Lauren Boebert rants about Democrats all the time, her decision to switch districts landed her in a brutal moment where fellow Republican State Representative Mike Lynch called her out for the switch during a debate among the primary candidates. Multiple candidates on that panel went after the sitting congresswoman over her move, because despite how much her abusive husband's actions were reported, no one's forgotten that she barely won election in 2022, beating Democrat Adam Frisch by less than 0.2 percentage points. And he has since announced another run for her seat after out fundraising her last year. The attacks on her move came even easier, as she's criticized other candidates for the same thing in the past.
Lauren, when Kerry Donovan was going to run against you in the last election cycle, here's what you said in the press. Running for office is a calling, not a career move. Perhaps Ms. Donovan should focus on where she lives, works, and votes, instead of trying to increase her political position by pandering to folks she doesn't even know. I sincerely want to ask this question because I'm a longtime resident of CD4. Can you tell us why that applies to Kerry and not to you?
From many in the audience to the guy that said oof over Flora's statement to Boebert in the form of a question, Lauren must have wondered whether or not this move to the 4th district is actually easier than just facing the Democrat that almost beat her. Still, her confidence hung on, considering that she went through some rough spots against her previous primary opponent, Don Coram, when she figured she had the power to shush the crowd as they got pretty unruly.
Have qualified immunity because he voted for an anti-police bill. But hey, maybe with this decriminalization of fentanyl, maybe I'm not understanding it completely, and there was alternative motives. I'm thinking maybe you were worried about being prosecuted as a felon yourself for selling hot hemp. 7 lab reports show you selling at THC levels. Order.
Hold on, 10 more seconds.
Thank you. 7 lab reports showed you selling at THC levels that qualifies as a Schedule 1 narcotic. That makes you an illegal drug dealer with a vote that maybe changed that. Sounds corrupt to me and sounds corrupt to the Gazette, that's all.
Expecting her perceived privilege to get herself out of a tough situation doesn't always work out with the Republican crowds that aren't on your side. But back to her latest intra-party battle, because by the end of the night, her hopes of an easier path in a new district may have been shattered, as she didn't place as high on the straw poll as she might have expected.
All right. Number 1, Jerry Sonnenberg got 22 votes. Number 2, Mike Lynch with 20 votes. Number 3, Deborah Flora with 18 votes. Number 4, Richard Holtorf with 17 votes. Number 5, Lauren Boebert with 12 votes.
So it seems that Lauren's got a lot of work to do to find herself back in Congress, where even her fellow congresswoman and self-described Trump-loving MAGA Republican, Representative Lisa McClain, she took an opportunity to land a couple of shots at Boebert's expense too. I mean, Boebert really might be done.
If you could, for the speech tonight, if everyone could, please keep their hands above the table. And I know it's date night from some of you, but no inappropriate touching. That includes you, Lauren Boebert. No vaping either.